your money, I want more money, I want your money.
My soul for the auction. Takes on my wrist, heartbeat, concoction. Horror and hellfire, she reigns supreme. Queen of the darkness, a twisted dream. Red heel sharper than a guillotine blade. Voice like a curse in the shadow she stayed. Commands like thunder, no choice but obey. My sins in her ledger, the devil's ballet. Dummy mommy, horror and hellfire. Burning my will, she's the empire. Down to the queen, no need to conspire. Dummy mommy, my soul's desire. Eyes like daggers, pierce through the mist. Lips spell binding, impossible to resist. Her laugh's a banshee, echoing halls. Her touch electrifies, my skin crawls. A whip in her hand, fate in her grip. Every command is a venomous trip. Cloak made of smoke, crown forged of sin. Her rule eternal, no way to win. Horror and hellfire, it's all in her name. Playing her game, caught in her flame. I'm the pawn, she's the queen. A nightmare wrapped in the silken sheen. Dummy mommy, horror and hellfire. Burning my will, she's the empire. Down to the queen, no need to conspire. Dummy mommy, my soul's desire. Dummy mommy, horror and hellfire. Burning my will, she's the empire. Down to the queen, no need to conspire. Dummy mommy, my soul's desire. Soul's desire. Soul's desire. Eyes like daggers, pierce through the mist. Lips spell binding, impossible to resist. Her laugh's a banshee, echoing halls. Her touch electrifies, my skin crawls. Eyes like daggers, pierce through the mist. Lips spell binding, impossible to resist. Her laugh's a banshee, echoing halls. Her touch electrifies, my skin crawls. A whip in her hand, fate in her grip. Every command is a venomous trip. Cloak made of smoke, crown forged of sin. Her rule eternal, no way to win. Horror and hellfire, it's all in her name. Playing her game, caught in her flame. I'm the pawn, she's the queen. A nightmare wrapped in the silken sheen. Dummy mommy, horror and hellfire. Burning my will, she's the empire. Down to the queen, no need to conspire. Dummy mommy, my soul's desire. Dummy mommy, horror and hellfire. Burning my will, she's the empire. Down to the queen, no need to conspire. Dummy mommy, my soul's desire.
Hello, guys. Hello. Sorry about that. I was in a belchy mood because I have a... My caffeine today consists of a Coke Zero. So I'm belching. I didn't want to be belching into the microphone on you guys. That's rude. How's it going, guys? Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Hi, how are you? Somebody needs to get the Dono sound, because, Valkyrie's here today. She didn't get to hear it on Thursday. So, yeah, let's get that for her, and, if we get 5 of those, we get an woo. My honeymoon isn't until, like, Friday. My honeymoon's not till Friday, my dude. I'm great, guys. I'm great. Let's say hello to everybody while we're here. Hi, Squatchin. Hi, Red Chaos. Hi, Oli. The Warlock, Battle Puppet, Casualties of Gaming, Chaos Raziel, obviously Dez. I did see Thunder in here somewhere. Who else we got? We got Blast in here. Who else? Letter H is here as well. Octane. Hi, Octane. Obviously, I said hi to Valkyrie. Quiet Try is here as well. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. It's Broketober. Yeah, it is Broketober. Don't bitch it at Des. He's already done enough. But yeah. We're gonna do a kind of a halfy stream today because I have to leave in a couple of hours to go see a musical. I'm gonna go see Les Mis with the hubby as an anniversary gift to him. It was an early anniversary gift. And a pre-honeymoon fun thing to do because Les Mis is his favorite musical. But yeah, today we're gonna do half of the stuff I have from Astrobot. And then we're gonna do a couple of videos. Didn't I say hi to Censored? I'm pretty sure I said hi to Censored. Kicking my short feet in excitement. Are you? Oh, that's so sweet of you. Oh, I will. I'm gonna have a great time. I'm not gonna have a great time with the fucking drive though. Not gonna have fun with the drive. It is very good. It's his favorite musical. Mine is Wicked. We got to go see that in January because my parents and my sister are amazing and they got me tickets to go see it for Crimbus. So that was awesome. Oh, I know he has. We'll get to that probably tomorrow because I don't think we're going to get to it today. Family's on our way to the University of Lafayette to go watch my sister's school play football. Nice. Nice. The footy of the balls. But anyway, we have clips to go through, and we're starting with one of, I'm not sure who these people are, but they're new to me. And I thought it would be funny to check it out, because they apparently have something to say about Gaiden. And it looks like they're Xbots. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and start with that, yeah? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that.
These motherfuckers wait a whole year to drop one game. Now again, let's preface the caveats. The baseball game, sure, it sells. It does big numbers. It's also multi-plat. It's everywhere, and a lot of those sales, most of those sales probably come from Xbox, right? So that's their baseball game.
What? Wait, what? Hold on, we need to slow that shit down. What are they talking about? Clip? It's gonna be fun to revisit when Ninja Gaiden releases this month, where they'll celebrate it as an Xbox W, even though it's multi-plat. They don't own the IP. So wait. Pause. So these guys are already saying that most of the sales for Ninja Gaiden 4 are going to be from Xbox. Do you not realize that most gamers are on the PC? And it's coming out on the PC? What? I 100% recommend a few things for Japan if you want. I'm not going to have a lot of free time because this one has been planned out, Des. And we're going to have a guide for most of it. There's going to be a few days where we're up and about on our own, but most of it's going to be with a guide. So... yeah. Yeah. Next time I go, because I eventually will go again, then I'll ask for, suggestions on stuff. But right now, in deep shit because of the price hike. Oh yeah, we will hit some Xbox stuff, I'm sure. Everything is just all over the place. But yeah, no, most of those sales are gonna be from PC. You're lying to yourself. This is apparently demo flow? Yeah, demo flow, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself.
That's it. Nothing else was made by first party. They published Ghosts of...
Yeah, we're going with a guide, because this one, we went through a travel agency to get it set up. Good morning, Nintendo Mill, or afternoon. I'm not sure what time it is for you. But yeah, we're getting a guide, because we wanted to do it with a travel agency, since we've never gone to Japan before. Neither of us speak Japanese, so it's probably better that we have a guide. We're only going to really have, like, maybe 2 or 3 days where there are any just us walking around doing stuff. But that's probably going to be in Akihabara mostly, and maybe a little bit in Osaka. Don't know. I don't remember off the top of my head, but anyways.
They Death Stranding 2. But we didn't get sales numbers for that either, and it's not theirs anyway, right? That's not, they published it. They didn't make it. That's a Kojima game. Kojima owns the IP. So they just published it, right? They did all the busy work.
Yeah, but it's a timed exclusive for PlayStation. Because it's not anywhere else yet. So, Cope. Okay, we got more. We got more of these guys. When you don't game and have to worry about Ghost of Yotei cells. Hell, even the ponies are too busy playing the game to worry about that. I don't know about that one. I'm not sure about that. Not sure about that.
The acknowledgement needs to be there. When it comes to PlayStation first-party games, that's not what they're looking for. They just happen to know PlayStation as a brand, and it's not a, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what they're going to drop, right? If we...
What? Can somebody, like, explain to me what the fuck is going on with this? Because all I'm hearing is Cope. Like, what? Why do you care? Why do you care? Why do you care? Play your fucking games. Xbox, you have more games than the PlayStation. Why are you complaining about what the PlayStation guys are doing? Why? 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 I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
I'm not going to kill you, but your fatherless behavior is embarrassing us. Stop it.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
We all live in that reality and that understanding, then there's not a freaking issue. But when you want to come out here talking nonsense about numbers that aren't even real, then that's where the issue pops up. We're talking numbers because they're claiming that this sold X amount of freaking copies, and it's like, well, don't you guys always want receipts? Aren't you guys always mocking? Aren't you guys always talking crap?
Let's get clear, we're talking about the ponies, right?
The ponies.
It's not the...
Well, if the Xbox is doing so much better than the PlayStation, why do you fucking care? Why do you fucking care? See, I may be a part-time salt miner, guys. You did hear Dankula. Daddy Dank is awesome. Daddy Dank is great. You guys, see, note how what I'm doing most of the time on this channel in comparison to these guys. Most of my channel is playing horror video games, which my channel is based upon. I do salt mining on the weekends, if I so choose. But mostly, I'm playing horror games. I'm covering horror game trailers of upcoming stuff, and it's awesome. It's awesome that the devs show up and comment in my comment section for those reactions. It's fucking amazing. It feels great. That's the whole point of what I'm doing, is to lift up indie devs and lift up upcoming horror games, because that's what I love. And it helps build get involved in the community that I want to be involved in. These motherfuckers, across the board, are talking about the other people, what the other people are doing, instead of talking about their shit. Talk about Xbox games that are coming out. I know there are a shit ton of them. Talk about stuff that's coming out on Game Pass, even though Game Pass is ass right now. But no, you want to make money. You want to make money, so you're gonna go bitch and complain about the other guys because that's what makes you money and gets you views. It's fucking sad. It's fucking gross.
It's not the regular PlayStation owners who are just living their best lives playing the games, right?
Didn't they were just not long ago all over Twitter talking about how many more boxes PlayStation sold. Did they not buy the box for Ghost of Yotei? What happened there? People are not buying the PlayStation box to play PlayStation games. Done.
That's just what it is.
What are you... What other fucking games are they playing on the PlayStation? They don't have any other games. They're just getting some of the games from Xbox. What are you talking about? Huh? If anything, this Hellfire is showing more love to the devs by sharing your thoughts on the trailers for stuff. Meanwhile, these nincompoops are complaining like toddlers. Exactly. Good morning, Angel Cervantes. I'm baffled right now. I'm baffled. Because your logic makes no sense. You're so fucking pissed and so ass mad that you are spewing the dumbest fucking no logic bullshit onto the internet and thinking that you're giving us fucking prime beef. You're not serving sirloin. You're not serving filet mignon. You're serving, steakums is what you're serving.
That's a reality. And again, and to be clear, I'm not saying that the 35 million or 25 million, 20, 45 million, however many Xboxes are out there, that the same thing is on this side. I do know that games like Forza, shit like that, definitely have, you know, a lot of...
Have a good one, Valkyrie. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, girl. You have a great day.
People who do that, right? And Halo and shit like that, a lot of people play those games. But like, fucking South of Midnight didn't sell 10 million. You know what I'm saying? Hellblade 2 didn't sell fucking 15 million, right? So...
What? We are going to be going and drinking sake and going to a sushi place. We're not on Sumo Wrestling, but we are getting some good sake. Getting some good sake, and we will be going to a good sushi place, which is going to be great. Oh my god, this is so bad. This is so bad. It's so bad.
So again, I'm not... We also don't come out here talking about that shit, right?
We do not. They do. And listen, we also have Game Pass.
You're doing it right fucking now. You're doing it right fucking now. What do you think this is? What do you think this is? You're talking out both sides of your mouth. That's not how it works. Fuck.
That's right.
So for me, it's just the joy that I have is seeing them squirm about it. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. I like it. They talk so much shit. It's good that they're so anxious because they haven't gotten a word for it. You know what I'm saying? They haven't gotten an official amount. And you know, I'm not saying that you're not gonna see like a 3 million or 5.
Then why are you talking about them? If you're so content and you're so happy with where you are, why are you spending minutes upon minutes? This is 3 minutes long. I've just got it on 2x speed. Minutes upon minutes talking about them. Talk about what's making you actually happy. Or at least be honest. Be honest. Because you're not being honest. None of you 3 are. Or 4. It sounds like there's somebody else on there that doesn't have a camera.
5 million announcement in a while. But basically, they're waiting till it crosses a number that they can feel, you know, satisfied with to put out there in a post. So that when people come back and look at it, they're like, oh, they sold 10 mil, 5 mil, 6 mil, 3 mil, whatever it is. At least it's something that is a bigger number than whatever it actually sold up until that point. But look, again, it just kind of is what it is for me. But what do you guys think? Because, I mean, look, they did announce it back when the first Tsushima dropped 2.4.
All right, we're done with you. We're done with you guys in that one. Oh, look who it is. Look who it is. It's the depressed Sony pony, guys. It's the depressed Sony pony. Or should I say Sony mule? Why the long face, MBG? What are you upset about now?
I talk to you guys all the time about the amount of people that I see that are like, Xbox is dead. Or not dead, but like, you know, they get... It kind of goes all the way back to the first set of super chats we got at the beginning of the stream, where it's like, when people would say Xbox has no games, and then it's like suddenly they...
Xbox has all of the games. They have so many games that you guys are so excited and you're salivating to get them on your PlayStation. You lost your shit to get 4 games to start with. It depends. It might be getting auto. You might be getting auto censored. Octane. There are some auto stuff that like. Hey, hold on. I hope Valkyrie's still here. We got a hundo from the wonderful Octane Junkie. That's a good little simp. I get to use it. Somebody grab Valkyrie. Get her ass back in here. For like 5 seconds so she can hear that. I will play it again if she shows back up. Let me see if I can tag her in the server. Let me tag her. There it is. Another 2 from Dez. You know you like the Sony Eeyore NBG. That's a good little simp. I love that. I love that so much. Eeyore is a mule. Man, baby, gaming. Oh, yeah. This shit is so fucking funny. Oh my god, you guys, I can't even. Thank you, Dez and the wonderful, wonderful Octane. Let me update. Oh my god, we're so much closer. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Yeah, it's him again, Battle Puppet. He's always gonna be on here. Because we know that Astrobot loves to clip his ass. Whoever came up with Man Baby Gaming is a genius. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's fucking primo. So we're at what, 1336? So we're at 1436. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're in sniping distance. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're in sniping distance. We're in sniping distance. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I may have to spin the wheel today. Oh no. I might have to spin the wheel. I might have to spin the wheel, guys. I'm not excited about this. Which game are you gonna perfect? I don't know yet. I have to spin the wheel. I have to, once we hit the goal, I spin the wheel, and then we find out. I will have to pull it up on stream and spin it for you guys. But until then, we're like 64 bucks away from that. 64 bucks away from me having to spin, and I'm not excited for it. But it's right there. It's right there. Sniping distance. You guys can make me hurt like crazy when I get back from my vacation. I'll have to look forward to whatever game I am forced to play. Oh god. It's right there.
They have a shit ton of games. And it's like, I can't say that anymore. It's like, well, that was never really the problem. Like, they did need more games, don't get me wrong. But the real problem, like, we're actually...
Oh, so you admit they have more games. Okay, well, I'll give you a clap for actually admitting that.
Getting into the important details, and not just some broad stroke, I'm trying to just easily get likes and attention and clicks. The detail is, the devil's in the detail, right? And it's that you do need more games, but more importantly, that you need better games. Like, you need games that are competing at a higher level, that are more delightful. That people...
Like what? PlayStation ain't putting them out. You've got 2 that have come out in the last couple of years. 2. You got 2. And I'm hearing mixed shit about both. So...
We'll feel better about. And so it kind of like, that gets lost in translation when enough people are just yelling, Xbox has no games, Xbox has no games. Then you can see how, like, the overreaction, the overcorrection is, well, we're going to buy all the fucking games. It's like, well, that's okay, that's an option, but is that going to solve the...
No, that's not how that works, MBG. That's not how that works. At all. It's not how that works. At all. Are you just pulling shit out of your ass because you want to sound smart for your audience? Because you don't sound very smart at all.
The root of the problem. And I think it's like clear, like the root of the problem has not been solved. And now that, it went from Xbox has no games, now Xbox is dead. And that's the thing, literally, literally, if we're talking literal terms here, like the Xbox, the box that had an X on it, that, the brand was based around, yes, that is dead. Like, that's not.
What's your proof for that? What's your evidence? My source is that I made it the fuck up. That's your evidence.
That's not a fanboy comment. That is, it just is. Like, even Microsoft agrees. They're taking it off store shelves. Like, it's...
That's not what happened. That's not what happened. You're fucking stupid. Oh my god. Oh, they're still running with this false narrative. They're still running with the false narrative that Xbox is being taken off the shelves. They're not. They're not. You wanna know how we know this? Because people who wanted to check you on your bullshit, you and your buddies on your bullshit, went to different stores. And the proof that you guys initially went wild over was falsified. It was a picture from Reddit 2 years ago. You're retarded. You're fucking stupid.
It's just, they can't sell them. Now, but that's the thing, is like, it's much more complex than that. Like, you can't, well, that's it, Xbox is dead. That's it. It's like, no. Microsoft is not going anywhere in gaming. Like, make no mistake, you're going to continue to see the Xbox logo in many places. It's just, again, like, literally speaking, Xbox is dead as we knew it. What Xbox will be going forward, you know, what you will think of when you hear the term Xbox is publisher. You will think of third-party games. You will maybe think
Yeah, and they're gonna make more money than PlayStation. Anyways, next. Oh, here we go, more of them. Yes, the Xbots that are overly defensive are the ones, and not the 31-year-old pony who's coping about comments he gets on Twitter.
and I guess I'm just highlighting this because it's like, yeah, man, so much of the discourse, so much of the conversation has been just flat out fucking decimated and ruined by brain-rotted people who just, like, they just want to throw shit around, man. And I realize that it's a tit-for-tat type of situation.
MBG. You and your ilk are the embodiment of the meme where the Karen is flinging shit over the wall and then screams bloody murder when the shit is flung back at them. You are the embodiment of that. That's you. That's you. That's you. Stop playing games. Stop lying to yourself. Be honest. For once in your life, be honest. You are butt mad about people on Twitter calling you stupid because you make stupid comments and you have stupid takes. Go to therapy. Holy shit.
Where it's like, and I get caught up in it myself, where it's like, you know what? None of that matters, man. Like, just look at what is. Just look at the facts and take it from there. And if you can do that, I think I have a much...
None of that matters, but I have to cry and complain about it on my platform for minutes on end, multiple streams. Yeah, I totally believe you, MBG. I totally believe you, Eeyore.
Clear understanding that there are just some things that are, yes, this is just a fact of the matter, and you can't change it. But in terms of what's left to speculate upon and what's left to be opinionated on, or what's left for you to share your opinions on, don't let it be influenced by the people who are trying to ruin those conversations. Because keep in mind, like,
correcting misinformation is not ruining conversations. It is correcting the trajectory of the dialogue. It is cleaning the shit from the walls of your plumbing.
that the conversation and the discussion gets ruined when it becomes a one-way street. And I know some people come here and they think it's
when it becomes a one-way street. So, you don't have a problem with it when your boy, Reforge, and some of your other boys say, come debate me on something, but won't let them into a voice chat. They just want to cut them off at the knees and have them make arguments in a chat room that gives you a tiny amount of characters. Oh, I'm sorry, not a chat room, a live chat. That's not a two-way street. That's 100% a one-way street. And yet I don't see you calling that one out.
it's a one-way street. Like, listen, are there a lot of people who support this channel that probably do have that kind of like, yes, again, PlayStation's the best, Xbox should die and go away? Sure. But generally speaking, I feel like, you know, I've gone out of my way to try to make it clear that, well, we want to be able to at least entertain the other side of it, you know, and I try to do that. And I hope more people are willing to do that.
No, you don't want to entertain the other side of it at all. You want the other side to go away. You're lying. You're lying to your audience. And the fact that your eyes are so shifty tells me that.
But it becomes very difficult to do that when you encounter people where they, you know, too many people get like overly defensive. Like, this is the problem.
Overly defensive. Says the guy who gets angry anytime Alex, Josh, Gara, and Co are brought up and use your words against you. You want to say that again? You want to reiterate that? Do you want to rewind that? Do you want to take that back?
I experience on Twitter multiplied by 10, dude, where it's like I say one thing and it's like I get the fucking Xbox Microsoft Defense Force up my ass.
Yes. You get the gaming Defense Force up your ass. It's not Xbox. We are up your ass. Because when you spread misinformation, that shit needs to be corrected. When you say stupid shit and you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Cry about it. Cry. Current console wars. Mostly been looking into what next-gen consoles are looking like, hardware-wise, upcoming PC hardware also. Oh yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm just watching these guys because it's entertaining for me to see them cry and bitch and complain. It's the only reason why I'm paying attention to any of it. And it's funny to laugh about it. It's fun to laugh about it. It's so funny to laugh about it.
It's like, bro, I didn't even say anything. Like, I didn't even say anything. Sometimes I'll just, it's like when I posted that Helldivers thing. Bro, I'm like, it's crazy. It's like, you guys need to calm down. I know you're triggered by shit, but you gotta calm down. It's like, I'm just posting the data. The fucking data. A literal fact that I can't change. I have no influence over. I just am putting it.
Chat, is this another one of him of twisting things? Because I know last week he was crying about how, allegedly, he said that Helldivers was going to be, not Helldivers, Doom was going to be multi-platform. And then he got bitched out about that. When what he really said was, it's going to be an Xbox exclusive. Is this another one of those? Because I think this is another one of those.
And you see, like, so many people, it's like, you know, they team up like they're the Power Rangers or some shit. And it's like, whatever, man. Like, I don't, I'm just trying to, I want to look at this data and ask, what can we gather from this? Because this data.
No. You are putting the data out because you want to gloat and you want to put your balls and dick on the table, thinking that they're not going to get smashed. That's what you're trying to do. And then when it happens, you cry. And then when it happens, you cry. Stop doing this stuff. Stop opening yourself up for criticism. Stop posting stupid shit, misinformation all over the internet, and you won't get your dick smashed.
Data, I'm referring to the Helldivers, like, this is more prevalent to PlayStation than even is Xbox, by the way. That's the beauty of it. That's the irony of it. Go Xbox Rangers. Will, thank you for the $2 super chat. You're saying time for Xbox to switch over to PlayStation.
Comparing the Xbox people. No, it's not Xbox people. It's mostly gamers that are PC gamers that are calling you out on your shit. Calling them the fucking Power Rangers. You do realize that's a compliment, right? I love the Power Rangers. Thanks for the compliment. I'll take Pink Ranger, please.
Well, yeah.
MG talks about where he would grift to next if PlayStation royally fucks up and more Xbox is fucking clueless talk from the ultimate gaming petty X. We're not gonna watch this. We've seen enough of your ass right now. Oh, hi. Hi, Reforge. Hi, Reforge. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. What do you got to say today? Gotta love his disclaimer whenever Xbox is the focal point. It's the focal point, Astro. It's focal point. Just so you know. Not the vocal point. It's the focal point. Do I need to tell him that? Do I need to tell him that? Yeah, I do. I have to. I have to correct him. I want him to do better. I want him to do better, so I'm gonna correct him. Just so that they have no reason to come after him because he said something different incorrectly. I'm trying to help. I'm just trying to help Astro. I don't want them to get any ammo.
Well, I made a week without covering an Xbox topic, not really been enjoying.
You went a week? Oh. Kudos. That's akin to saying I've been sober for a week. While that's good for you, you're still hitting the bottle. A week later. I would not be proud of that because you keep going back to this. You try something for a week and it doesn't work and you don't like what you get out of it. So you go back. Because you can't help yourself. Sony pony.
Covering Xbox news and Xbox topics lately, but it has again reached a level where it just seems backwards to not give my thoughts. I think it is fair to subscribers that sort of voiced feedback and said, hey man, we'd love your thoughts on this stuff. You covered the ABK trial, you covered this complete brand.
So basically you've got one guide. Enough to where you go, okay, fine, I'll talk about it. Cool.
And evolution and jettison of Xbox up to this point to just stop covering it doesn't seem appropriate. There are people that sub to this channel because of my coverage of the ABK trial, and this time I thought it would be helpful to look at a handful of videos in the aftermath of everything that has happened recently, and then there was even some stuff over the weekend that took place. We've had multiple hardware price increases, a second Game Pass price increase right before Call of Duty comes out. It's been linked to Call of Duty's impact on the subservice, losing large amounts of money. A notable and reliable leaker is saying, hardware plans could be up in the air, and now retail stores...
Notable leaker. I don't believe you whenever you say you got a notable leaker that's giving you this information. I don't. I don't. I don't. I really, really don't.
Stores are reporting things are shifting, and Xbox has had to speak to again. Microsoft's statement is really interesting. I actually have a theory about why we're seeing ripples in the retail world of things changing with Xbox. This was something that a notable leaker said would be happening, that you're going to see more retailers changing how they're interacting with the company. Now, I've got a video from Laura Fryer. I've been a big fan of hers.
It's not getting pulled off of the shelves. It's been confirmed it's not getting pulled off of the shelves. It's not. You guys are continuing to do stupid fucking shit constantly. I'm getting very tired of it. I'm getting very tired of you guys getting proven to be wrong and continuing to spin the same narrative thinking that it's going to change. You do realize that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Yeah.
She only had like 14,000 subscribers when I first found her. Her channel's gotten quite big now, and I really appreciate her input on these topics. Also, a video from Maddie Plays. I really like how Maddie has handled the situation. I've always appreciated his input in his channel, and I told people he's one of the guys I feel like that has handled a lot of these changes with an element of authenticity and honesty when so much has been drenched in bad faith from so many
I don't know who either of those people are, so I have really nothing to say.
other people as the brand was shifting. I've got a YouTube from a channel called Second Wind. We might not watch that one. I'll kind of call that how it feels. I even got an article from Jez Corden at Windows Central that I want to read and react to. You know, he and I were kind of DMing back and forth about this, trying to see, you know, eye to eye on some of the differences over the years that we may have had on some of these subjects, but he has, I think, been one of the more vocal critics of the brand, especially after that Phil Spencer podcast where he said they couldn't out-console Sony. Now, we've done this format before with Destiny. I go grab...
All right, we're done with that. We're done. All right, next. Someone sounds salty. Terrible reaction got clipped. Oh.
Reaction to Skill Up's review of Ghost of Yotei. That's on the channel right now. I'm not the only one that did that. I'm not sure why me doing that is suddenly under scrutiny, as if that's odd to do that. Plenty of people have done it. Plenty of people have said they didn't really agree with his take on Yotei. And even he responded in a recent video and said, hey, you know, I'm open to criticism here. You know, he sees where he might have been maybe a bit too sweeping in how he treated the game. So we did a longer form reaction to Skill Up's review.
That doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. Poor Reforge is having a rough time start to this week. Let's see what he's...
There we go.
Problem he's got.
Weird. Xbox devices are available in all current Xbox hardware-supported countries, including Saudi Arabia. Console availability may vary by country, but Xbox games can be played on consoles, PCs, and on phones, tablets, or TVs where Xbox Cloud Gaming is available. That's the answer. And
yeah, the answer is it's still available. Hi, Kalon. Good morning. Good afternoon. Reforge, why are you laughing? Are you going insane? Are you going insane? I think you are. Guys, we are $64 away from me having to spin the wheel and knowing what I have to play 100% on stream. You're not too late. We just started not too long ago. You're good. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. And
everybody said the same thing. They were like, see, Microsoft answered. Everything's fine. It's like, did we read the same quote? They're like, yeah.
It says they're still available. There are people that went to Targets, Walmarts, all the major retailers and said, hey, are they still here? And there's a yes. Everything that you guys are using as a source to say that that's not the case has been, fabricated. It's been fabricated. So why, why are you pretending like it's anything else? Yes, the Wheel of Pain is very, very close at hand, you guys. It's very close at hand.
Yeah, the devices are still available. Whatever that means. It says devices are available, meaning, what does that mean? Like, okay, maybe there's a couple that you could still buy available, but if you can't find them, availability may vary. You can always play the games on cloud.
Yeah, he's losing his mind, guys. Oh, Reforge gates Xbox so damn much. I'm not gonna read this one. I'm not gonna watch this one. It's 7 minutes long. This is fine. I have a feeling Gara reacted to Reforge's terrible reaction to Skill Up yesterday during Salty Sunday stream. Oh, what's this?
Yeah, Rise Jones. I saw you say that earlier. I literally don't care what men that I don't respect say about me. I don't care what, if I don't respect you, I don't, you can say whatever you want about me. I don't care. I interact with men. Like, grown men.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Because you interact with man babies in your chat every day when you're streaming. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Somebody fucking tell me that I'm wrong there. You can't. And why do we care if you interact with us or not? You give us the salt anyways, because you can't help yourself. We don't need your respect. We don't want your respect. I appreciate that, Kaelon. I really do. I try. I have no reason to bullshit anybody in my audience. None. Why? Because I get a few extra bucks? That doesn't mean anything to me. This is a hobby. This is a hobby. This is fun for me. Besides when I have to read Harmon's shit and watch Harmon's shit. That's not fun. But I do this for the love of the game. I do this for the love of the game. I need to get that clipped and put on my soundboard. I really do. I really need to put that on my soundboard somewhere. But Reforge, nobody wants your respect. You're not somebody that is worthy of being respected, so why would I want your respect? I've been watching you like every week, or clips of you every week, for the last couple of months. 3 months maybe at max. And I've yet to see anything that is in any way, shape, or form worthy of respect. And you don't talk to men, you talk to man babies. I talk to men. I'm married to a man. An actual man. This is sad. This is so sad. It's pathetic.
I don't interact or respond to people that I don't respect. Everyone from the press asked Microsoft to respond before games on the issue. Right. Yeah, I don't think, in general, I do not think that they would have come out and just said the truth. You know what I mean? You guys hate each other? I don't hate anybody.
You wouldn't come out and say the truth unless you absolutely fucking had to. And even then, you probably wouldn't. Because you're not a man of integrity. You're not a man of integrity. Yes, I do like classic cards. I love classic cars. I love Thunderbirds. I love Mustangs. Those are my favorite classic cars.
I don't harbor hate in my heart for anybody, but there's people on these platforms I don't respect, and I'm not going to engage with their content. I don't care what they say about me. I don't.
You're not going to engage with the content, but you're going to get one guide by somebody in your chat into talking about them or referring to them vaguely. Yeah, that's backwards as fuck.
Doing this for 10 years. There's no reason to give attention to people that are not worthy of your respect and attention. It's just not worth it. They don't deserve your...
Then why are you getting one guide into referring to them? I don't see it pop up here, but it says, I respect Reknob Head more if he stopped with this bullfuckery he pulls. Muscle cars are indeed better than sports cars. I'm not going to fight you on that. That's just facts.
Your emotional energy, they don't deserve your intellectual energy.
Then why are you giving it to him? Through the one guy.
I'm so surprised you think that what I said was taken out of context. It's not surprising at all. I got comments all day yesterday that said, you keep saying they made changes in Yote, but you don't say what they are. And I was like, I know you're coming from somewhere because you didn't watch my content. I was like, I literally list 4 to 5 things.
Hey, yo, thank you for the one zombie killer. Reforge also told someone... Hold on, I gotta pull it up in here. Ba-da-ba-da. Abda-bob-da-ga. Back to the dashboard. Recent events. Pull this up. Reforge also told someone that they were going to take someone in his chat to the corner and break their jaw. I'm aware. Alex reacted to it on Wednesday during a surprise stream, so I don't respect Reforge in the slightest anymore. So that's one. That's another one. That's another one. I'm going to add like 4 to the widgets. Because I'm not sure if that got counted in there. So we're 60 away. We're 60 away from me having to spin the wheel. 60 bucks away from spinning the wheel. It's sniping distance. It's getting closer, guys. It's getting closer. You're taking pot shots at it. Yeah, I'm not surprised that he did that. He's already made that kind of comment before. We already know that he's capable of this. We're already aware.
In my reaction to Skill Up, I listed 4 to 5 things that they changed, and I argued that they made a significant impact on the open world experience. I said, you guys are clearly brigading. I could sense it. I've been doing this too long.
Clearly brigading. I don't think you know what that word means. You keep saying that word. I don't think you know what. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Knew they were coming from
Yeah,
somewhere.
we're close,
So when you tell me something in a
censored.
video,
We're close to the Wheel of Torture. 60 away from the Wheel of Torture. If we can get it, I will spin it on stream the second that we hit the goal. The second that we hit the goal, I will spin it on stream and we will know exactly what I'm playing when I come back from my vacation. Because that's going to be what we're doing. No matter how much it hurts me.
video about me, I'm like, I'm not surprised at all. I had a bunch of people brigading my video and saying things about it that weren't true. I was like, I literally charitably numerous times said, I don't agree with Skill Up. Here's all the things they changed in the open world. Here's
Bro doesn't even use cadence right. No, they don't. Classic Mustang on the game. It's a Ford Mustang Boss 429 Lime edition on Crew 2. Nice. See, I'll tell you what my favorite is. And my dad has it. It's a car that I want myself. It is a 1967. Let me verify this. I think it's a 1967 Ford Mustang convertible. Yep. My dad has a pearl white 1967 black top convertible with cream interior, and it's gorgeous. It was my grandfather's car. My dad bought it from him. My dad still has it. It's one of the things that I love to see when I go to visit my dad is that car. Even though that car has put me in the hospital multiple times. No, it's a Mustang. Ford Mustang. It's not a Shelby.
all the things that were not in Tsushima. And what did I get? I don't know, 10 or 20 comments from people that are like, you keep saying they made changes, but you won't list the changes. I'm like,
And what I mean by put in the hospital, some of those parts conked out, and I had to push the car to get it to start, and I strained my chest wall. So yeah, it put me in the hospital.
yep, I'm probably in a video somewhere and someone's misrepresenting my content.
All right, next. The way DSP Jr. ended his stream, today's stream really was perfect.
Okay. This guy says you appreciate it because it's gloom and doom. Your Xbox MO after ABK, your inability to accurately figure out Xbox became clear, gave you another chance, but you're worse now. I mean, I'm sorry that you're a dishonest person because you're not even remotely represented.
You're beyond dishonest, and people are noticing it. So nice. Black and green, I'm down with that. I like lime green. It's a good color. It's a great color. You can tell that he's ass mad.
Presenting my content accurately at all. Like, we don't let people like you hang out here because you're too insecure to interact with different opinions, so you just accuse the person of things that aren't true. I don't abide liars.
It's definitely a Ford to put you in the hospital, lol. Well, it's older parts, and they're not. My dad is not. What was your other one? It's a 1967 Ford Mustang convertible. That is my favorite car, and I cannot wait to have it someday. Blue is my favorite color. Particularly baby blue or powder blue is my favorite color, but lime green is a great color.
You know, I know people don't like when I say liar, but you're a liar. Like, I absolutely have been fair and accurate in all of my reporting, and even
No, you haven't, and I've shown that in the last few months that I've covered you. And I'm newer to the game. If I'm newer to the game and I can fucking pick you out and snipe you out from a distance and call out your bullshit, yeah. Morning, Chris Wolf. Glad you're doing good. Stream is going just fine. Flame on rear denting. Yes, but I love that Mustang. If I could fix it up and take it for my own, I fucking would. I would any time of the day. That is going to be my baby. I want to keep that car in the family for as long as I possibly can. Partially because it's my dad's, and partially because it's also the last piece of my grandfather that we have. So, yeah.
even today, I feel like I was very fair. I watched the Maddie Plays video.
Out of all the American car brands, Ford is the only one I would willingly drive and buy, but I would gladly stick to my Honda or Toyota cars. Yeah, I'm going back to buying Japanese cars. Classic cars prices are going up. Oh, I know. I know they are. Oh, nice. Good morning, Spectre. Good morning. Look how close we are to me having to spin the wheel of pain, Spectre. We are so close. I'm scared. I'm scared. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I had a Chevy Cruze. And, I literally had it for, like, less than 6 years. And I had to junk it. Because one of the cylinders in the fucking, engine got so fucked up, and nobody noticed it every time I took it in, that the engine didn't work anymore. And it would be 12 grand to fix. I wasn't gonna pay 12 grand for a car that wasn't even worth that anymore. And just because it was like 5 months outside of the warranty that I had for it, they wouldn't help me. So fuck Chevy. Fuck Chevy up the ass. With something hard and wrapped in sandpaper. Ah! Is that what I wanted? Alright, we're done with this one anyways. He's just gonna bitch and complain. Oh, look where we're back to. Look who we're back to. It's Eeyore. It's a mix of Dez and Octane Junkie. But yeah, we're 60 away. We're 60 away from me having to do the fucking Wheel of Pain. Classic General Motors GM is one of the worst manufacturers for cars. Oh yeah. Yeah, I figured that out one really quick. I'm never going with them again. Yeah. Yep. Not happy with Chevy. Not happy with them. So I'm gonna be I'm driving a Land Rover that my in-laws gifted to us. And then I'm gonna go for a Honda CR-V. Because I would rather go with a reliable car. And I know Hondas are extremely reliable and they're a lot cheaper to upkeep. So
I'll give you guys a little update. Apparently, Microsoft did respond, I should say, to the rumor. And they once again gave a statement to Windows Central saying that apparently they're still going to be selling Xbox products at Walmart and Target. You had certain individuals apparently even calling up Walmart and Target to figure out what's going on there. And you know, so this is good news. The 3 people that were hoping to buy Xboxes this holiday season from Walmart and Target will now.
Somebody's ass mad. Definitely keep it if you can. It's always been a California car when it probably doesn't have any too much rust and will save restoration costs. Oh yeah. I'm definitely going to be sticking with Honda. I also have a buddy that's my Marine buddy, my best friend, suggested the Honda, and she's a absolute car nut. Little hot take of MVG. I don't think he has a crush on Alex, as Alex explained. I personally think what he's actually trying to do is grift off of Alex so he can somehow gain his audience. That's not happening. Every GM you've ever had is amazingly reliable. Well, my Chevy wasn't reliable. It was a complete lemon, obviously. So and the fact that they would not help, I'm not impressed, and I'm not going to be giving them my patronage anymore. Neither is my family. General Motors or Land Rover. Yeah, I'm not happy with the Land Rover is because I got it as a gift, and it's the only option I had unless I wanted to buy a new car. And I don't have 40 grand on hand right now, so I'm using the Land Rover for the time being. But once I have enough to where I can go get it, I will.
I'll be able to do so. It was looking kind of concerning there for a moment, so yeah.
No, you wanted him to go. You wanted him to be gone. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Sony Financials better talk about video games.
You know, as of right now, the biggest thing that people can say is you're a PlayStation content creator talking about Xbox. Stop it. And it's like, no, I won't. Like, I can be a PlayStation content creator and I can talk about Xbox as much as I want. I can talk about anything as much.
You're not a PlayStation content creator if you're just talking about Xbox all the time. You're an Xbox content creator, effectively, if you are talking about that constantly. No, I'm gonna be buying it new. If I get one, I'm buying it new. That's just how it is. It's just how it is. And especially if it's not that much cheaper to buy a used one. I've looked into it. I've looked into the model that I want. And it's not that much cheaper buying it used over new. So I'm just going to buy it new. That's just what I'm going to do. It is what it is.
As much as I want.
Yeah, I looked into it. I looked into it though, letter H. That's what I wanted to do at first. And then I looked at it to see like what a year, 2 years difference is. It's not that much. It was like maybe $4,000, which is like nothing. No, I'm not paying. I'm probably hubby's gonna be helping me pay it for it outright, and then I just kind of pay him back, kind of thing. I know interest rates are really bad right now, but hubby is gonna probably be the one that helps me out with that. He and I are gonna probably dual figure that out. I'm stocking away money, and he's got a lot of money on hand because of investments. So, if anything, that's what we're gonna go for. I'm not gonna be going for a loan more than likely, or at least not a traditional loan.
It's just interesting to me that certain people are more fixated on that than what we're actually discussing. You know, like which.
You're more fixated on them. That's what you're talking about constantly. 2019, and it's a 2015. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna, and part of the reason why I'm going with the newer ones as well, is because my understanding is that Honda makes parts within like a 10-year time span, and then they kind of switch up. Like they're interchangeable within a 10-year time span. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with the new one so that I kind of can gauge where that 10-year gap is. But this is all the suggestion from my friend. Drive a 2015 Mustang, has been a money pit. My old Fox body Mustang from 1980s is more liable. Yeah, older cars are more liable in general, but it's really hard to... I guess my understanding is harder to find parts for them, but yeah. Honda Pilot EXL. Till one of three things happen. The transmission dies, the engine dies, or let's hope it never happens, I total the car. Completely understand. Completely understand, my man. But yeah, like I'm doing what I'm doing specifically because it's something that my husband, my best friend, and I have talked about. And I trust her more than I trust anybody because of how, like, autistically detail-oriented she is. Like, she goes into the fucking weeds when it comes to looking at stuff. Oh my god. I trust her with anything. When it comes... She is smart as fuck, and she is autistic when it comes to finding details about stuff. She looks at things way deeper than anybody else I know, so I'll trust her when it comes to giving me information on cars. Hello, Perf. How you doing, my friend? Welcome.
Which is like, this is there's a lot going on once again with the Microsoft side of things. Granted, things are pretty quiet on the Sony front. You know, there's not a whole lot of news.
What's up, DKD? Hello there.
They just released Ghost of Yotei. You know, they're probably gonna enjoy a pretty healthy holiday season, I would assume.
More coping and seething. Oh, more cope. Give me the cope.
Playing the multiplayer. I've been enjoying the multiplayer. But you know, I realize I can only play Battlefield for maybe like an hour, 2 hours at most at a time. I can't sit there and play it for like, you know, hours and hours. Because it starts. I don't know. I start to kind of, I guess my performance in the game, I start to play a lot worse, and I start to zone out a little bit because it's a slower paced shooter in a sense. There's a lot going on. It's not like a Twitch based.
So you need to have a Call of Duty kind of game to play it because it doesn't hit the dopamine sensors you want it to hit. Weak sauce. Weak sauce. I'm sure they do. But, you're probably right, letter H. I'm just trying to make sure that, you know, I have the best chances of not having to deal with trying to desperately find parts and get charged out the ass. Recently got my brother a Honda Civic so that he can do his missionary services whenever he needs to and doesn't have to worry about needing a car. That's awesome. Hondas in general I've not seen anything bad about them. Ford F-150, beautiful truck, honestly. My dad had a Ford F-150 for the longest time until it got totaled. So yeah, now he's got a big ass honkin', like, I think it's like, I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a big ass Ford truck. Actually, you find parts for Mustang pretty easy regardless of the year. For 1967 Stang, it will be super easy. Well, then that's easy for me. That'll be fun for me when I have to go and get it all fixed up. I won't be able to do it myself, but I'll at least be able to find the parts and get somebody to do it. My grandpa and his friend built cars. Nice. Nice. A lot of people back in the day do that. Sounds like my best friend is with guns. Yeah. And my best friend also does a lot of her own, like, fix-up work on her car. She works on her car when she has something she can do. I've seen examples of well-maintained Honda vehicles, just 500,000 miles. Gotta keep it up with the maintenance on them. Oh, absolutely. That's the plan. Like, the problem that I had with the Chevy and with the Land Rover is that I have to drive out into the fucking boonies to go to a dealership to get things, like, worked on. And that makes it so much more difficult. When the Honda that's nearby, the Honda that I have nearby is, like, 5-10 minutes away. So, and we like the dealership guys. They don't bullshit us. And a lot of them are veterans. So, we trust them. A lot more than we trust any other dealership we've been to recently. So, yeah. Bricky numbers from MBG next. I don't trust what Microsoft says, which I agree with. The problem is that MBG is one of the guys that believes everything Sony tells him without blinking. Yeah, that's true. I don't need to talk about that. Xbox literally owns Windows Central. Look at their name. Yeah, that's true. I don't need to go over that. We already know what he's going to say. In 24 hours, it went from Xbox consoles dead to who would even buy one. Always moving the goalposts. We know he moves goalposts. Day after Reforge just talking about the alleged PC console hybrid. Oh, let's go.
Multifaceted. Xbox seems to be saying that's just not our path anymore. Our path is a cascade of access points and publishing. So they're really stressing, a TV, a smartphone, an iPhone, a tablet, or a, an AC ROG. And then there's this alleged PC hybrid. I really don't think their goal with this PC hybrid is to like rival the PlayStation. Like a guy left a comment this morning on my channel.
They don't need to rival the PlayStation anymore. They're not trying to fight anybody in the console market. They're fighting them in the platform market, and they're winning. You guys are way behind. You're way behind. Catch up. Catch up.
And he said, "Oh, they're so slick. It was so Xbox wait until." And I was like, really? People are still doing this? I don't. Even the most ardent bleed green guys seem to know that that's just not happening. There's no counterattack, right?
No, the people that are smart and the diehard Xbox fans that are smart know they're winning the platform war. It's no longer a console war. It is a platform war.
My boys won their soccer final. So thinking about counterattack, right? There are people that think that there's some counterattack from Xbox. That like, oh no, they're...
Yeah, the counterattack is they win the platform war. He's gonna say the same thing over and over again. Logician explains why he thinks that PS6 won't cost more than PS5 Pro. That's gonna be stupid. We don't need to listen to that. PlayStation glazing is perfect today. He always is glazing. Okay, let's get some Boom in here. Because we like laughing at how Boom cries about stuff, don't we?
It is funny that when you just take and again, I kind of want to paint this picture for you, so please walk with me on this. Ghost of Yotai comes out, and it is reviewed very well. A lot of people, I've read a lot of reviews on it. I'm not playing it because I'm playing some other things. Some things I can talk about, some things I cannot. I am inundated with having to review a bunch of games. One of which is The Outer Worlds 2. I am reviewing it. I will have my review up when the embargo lifts, and you know what? We'll talk about it. I believe it's the 24th, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't buy Ghost of Yotai, not because it's a terrible game, not because I don't want to support Sucker Punch, it's or Sony or PlayStation. It's I don't have the time. And I don't want to throw away $80 when I'm spending near $1,400 at the end of the week for the Xbox Ally X and all the accessories that come with it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. It really shows where your bias is at, Boom. Is that you can't take the time to even look into Ghost of Yotai. Yeah, he did Yotai, is what he's saying. If you can't even look into Ghost of Yotai, which is probably the biggest game that's come out on the PlayStation yet, besides Death Stranding, which are the only two that have come out. So if you were unbiased, you would at least take a look at it. Just saying.
And that's going to be another time sink because I have to do unboxings. I got to show people what it looks like. I got to make time for myself to actually use the device and play. But it's interesting when you look at how quiet PlayStation has been in the last couple of years, but we're going to focus in on 2025, right? They've had baby steps come out to a wet fart, right? Nobody expected much from that game. It is what we thought it was. No one's playing it. No one's talking about it. And it is a 9 out of 10 for IGN, but you can't spell ignorance without IGN. Let's just say that. You have...
I don't know what Baby Steps is, but apparently from what Astro Cyborg is saying, it is a indie game. So you clearly don't have the time to actually look into shit. Yeah, okay. I bought the Xbox Ally X. It's not half bad, but definitely not worth the whole stack. Ghost game selling. I'm hearing it's selling all right. I don't think the sales numbers are out yet. I think it's out yet.
Ghost of Yotai, very well reviewed. The game looks gorgeous. I saw a review that really struck a chord with me. I don't remember who wrote it. I have it in my notes that said that if you enjoyed the first game, they made this game specifically for you, and everything that they did was better than the other one. That's all I need to hear. I'm excited to play it. I'll get it at the end of the year. But outside of that, baby steps and MLB The Show. Now, granted, those are all first party. You do have an exclusive in Kojima's joint that came out. It sold, I guess, okay, but nothing record breaking, and that's fine because I didn't.
Yeah, okay. You're boring me. I'm bored. Concord was a bigger failure than E.T. I'm not sure about that one. That's a really dumb take. Jamie Moron is the ultimate X-bot, I swear.
You know, most the evidence is there.
Last thing we're looking at before we get into
People
videos.
lose their minds. Look at the whole thing with the Game Pass situation with, having different resolutions behind different tiers, right? Do you know most streaming services charge more for 4K streaming, right? It's never brought up. Everyone's fine with it, but when Xbox decides to do it for their xCloud, it's the end of the world.
Oh my god. I'm so annoyed. 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 I'm gonna take a quick break to use the latrine, and then I will be back. We'll be starting with Joe from Seattle and his coverage on Marathon bots. Not bots, fanboys. There's a guy who has to purchase the new consoles to see how they run for my company as I repair and make stuff. It's a good handheld. It's just not worth 1K. That's what I'm hearing across the board. I will be right back, though. I'll see you guys very shortly. Just give me, like, a couple of minutes. And we're back. We are back. Let's get back to Salty Stream. Okay, so we're starting with Game Journalist Shills for Marathon. It's part of gaming history. Oh boy, we're gonna get through a few of these. We'll probably get through 3 or 4 of them. No, probably 2 or 3. I want to at least get through, Dez's video that came out a couple days ago. Can't wait for GTA 6. Hi, Bob King. How you doing? Vehicleman. I'm not a huge GTA person, but I'm happy for anybody that's interested in GTA 6, and I'm happy that you guys are gonna get another game to play for another like 10 years or so. Anyways, let's get into it.
So I've made a bit of a habit of making fun of Marathon because I enjoy making fun of Marathon. Do you remember what Marathon is? Most of you probably don't. It was that extraction shooter by Bungie that was supposed to be a big follow-up to Destiny 2, and I think it's their first big project.
Yeah, the really terrible project. It's the mini-me, the Harmon's mini-me. And no, I won't bring you in for it because I'm gonna be, I have to leave in like 2 hours. So I need to cut it off at 10. I'm gonna try and get through that, but we'll see.
Since being bought by Sony, so it's kind of showing off what all that Sony money is for. Which, by the way, speaking of the Sony money, there was what, 3.6, 3.7 billion Sony dollars going around for Marathon, or I guess for Bungie, but Bungie's using that money to make Marathon. So there's a lot riding on Marathon.
Yeah, and Marathon's already fucked up because it's already fucked up because it's been busted copying assets from people, stealing assets from people. Yep. Nintendo nuke 'em, yeah. Yep. We're gonna go over that video if we can get to it, hopefully. But yeah, no, Marathon's already fucked, and we already know it.
Marathon is my point. And then the game has some tech tests. It completely flops. No one gives a single poop about it, and it disappears. It's delayed indefinitely. Sony pulls all of the marketing money, and I thought that would be the end of it because nobody wants to pay $40 for an extraction shooter with an art style that is apparently.
I mean, right. I mean, you're right, Joe. It should have been the end of it. It should be done. Like, that money has gone to waste. But apparently we've got somebody that thinks otherwise. I'm curious to see what their thoughts are.
At least in some part, just plagiarized. But then again, Bungie has made a habit of just stealing people's art and using it in their games for some reason. I made a whole video about that if you want to go watch that. Self-plug, self-plug. But they recently announced a new tech test, which I was going to make a video just about this, but I'll shove it into the intro of this video because the main point of this video that you're watching right now is I want to read this article from The Gamer with you guys because it's one of the worst things I've ever read, and it shows just how desperate a lot of these big game journalists are to play nice with AAA gaming. But first, I want to touch on this tech test. Bungie, what do you think this is going to change? Like, genuinely, the mere concept of Marathon was the problem. The problem wasn't the tech. The game ran perfectly well from what I saw. It's not like there were a bunch of glitches. It's not like the game was broken. It's that it was a game that nobody wanted. The game worked as intended, and that was the problem. Making a bunch of small...
Yeah, I've seen, at least specifically through Gara here, that the game was gonna be ass. Is ass. It's terrible. Yesterday's like 12. I'm just starting to keep an eye on the guy. I have no idea what those numbers are. And I don't really go watch his stuff directly because of how many slurs he says. Because obviously that'll get my fucking ass clapped. It's gonna get him clapped really quick. But we'll see how long that lasts.
Changes to the game, and then doing another tech test? How is this the way out of the hole? I'm amazed that you delayed the game indefinitely and did not go back to the drawing board. You didn't even try to maybe rework all these assets that you have into some kind of single-player experience. Because, you know, previously, Bungie, you did have a single-player game called Marathon. I wonder if maybe people would be interested in another single-player shooter in the current gaming era. It's not like people are going absolutely bananas for good single-player FPS games right about now. But no, that's cool.
That's true. We need a little bit more of that. Second channel bot PS2. LOL. Plays your age and makes them good. Yeah, right. Also, hi Wadil on Kick. Hello on Kick, friend. Should just end it. That's my thought. I agree, it should be ended. It just should be done. You've already spent enough fucking money and time on that game, and it's gone to waste. Hey, what's up, Brenda boy? Willkommen.
Cool. That's cool. You just do another tech test for the extraction shooter nobody wants. I'm sure that will fix the problem. But anyways, I was sent this article by several people, and I just couldn't resist. It's from The Gamer, because of course it is. Whenever you need to have the absolute worst takes of all time, you go to The Gamer. And the article is called, It's a Shame That Marathon...
I've never read The Gamer, so I don't have any thoughts on it, but I'll trust you, Joe. I'll trust you. I've no frame of reference. I just know that a lot of game journalists in general fucking suck. So I don't read them.
is going to flop because it's part of gaming history. It doesn't matter that it's a giant overfunded project that nobody asked for, developed by a studio that's run by a bunch of cretins and routinely disrespects its consumers, and openly goes against what its consumers want. No, it's a shame that that game is going to flop. It's not a good thing that those people are going to face some kind of consequences from the consumer. It's a bad thing that's going to flop because, guys, it's part of gaming history. It exists in gaming history. Therefore, it's a shame that the consumers are being heard, you know? So
That's a terrible argument. That is one of the dumbest fucking arguments I have ever heard. It's a part of gaming history, therefore, it should stay. Yeah, I love the idea of revisiting Vice City, plus the trailers look really nice. Cool. I've never been a fan of GTA, so but I'm sure the GTA fans will love it and it'll make a lot of money for a lot of the GTA creators, so good on him.
It's just not such a good thing. Golly, let's get reading. Quote, I never actually want to see a game fail, unless it's one of Ubisoft's stupid NFT projects that exist for no reason other than to jump on a hype train that's very obviously bound for a tragic and deadly collision. Let's pump the brakes there. In what universe does that not describe Marathon? A project that exists for no reason other than to jump on a hype train that's very obviously bound for tragic and deadly collision. In what
I mean, you're right, Joe. It's trying to hop onto the extraction shooter trend, which is already dying off as far as I know. People are getting sick and tired of battle royales and extraction shooters because that's all we're getting in like the Twitch sphere, the gaming sphere. So yeah, I'm confused about what you're trying to say here, Tessa.
realm of the universe? And which universe specifically does that not describe Marathon? You said you don't want games to fail unless they fit this criteria. That criteria blatantly applies to Marathon. But I don't want that one to fail. Golly, we're off to a good start. However, in an industry where more and more games are launched every year and the majority of them often cost more and more to develop, it's not hard to tell when a game is throwing up red flag after red flag. Bungie's Marathon is one of those games. The studio faced layoffs last year, which led to immediate worry that Extraction Shooter wouldn't hit its projected release window. During the closed alpha test earlier this year, it drew quite a bit of flack for its overpowered aim assist and underwhelming gameplay loop. Then it was revealed that it contained plagiarized assets, leading to the studio having to do a full audit of the project, and morale hitting a low. Marketing was pulled from the game less than 2 weeks later. So just so we're clear here, this is how you're starting the article. You say you're never rooting for a game to fail unless it's a stupid NFT project. You know, something born of just a corporate desire to make quick money, cash in on trends, and there's no like actual soul involved with the project. But then you just list
what? Tessa. You literally just listed out the reasons why it's a good thing this thing fucking fails. You just listed out every reason why it should fucking fail. Do you not realize how stupid you are? Did your editors not check this shit? Did you not read this shit? And go, oh, well, maybe this might be stupid. I probably shouldn't put this out. No? No? Shocker.
a laundry list of reasons why Marathon should be a gigantic problem for you, and it's just not. It had fundamental problems. It had problems with aim assist, which, yeah, sure, fine, that stuff happens wherever. But an underwhelming gameplay loop. It's not just that the gameplay loop was underwhelming. It's that it was a gameplay loop that nobody asked for. It was completely soulless. It was just copy pasted from other games that do the thing better. And then on top of that, it contained plagiarized assets. They couldn't even be farted to make their own textures. I'm really struggling to see how this game is getting a pass for you after you started the article by saying that this exact kind of thing shouldn't be encouraged. And also, so what if it wasn't an NFT project? You know, so what if it's not a Ubisoft NFT project? What's so wrong with rooting for a game to fail if the game is openly and expensively something that the consumer does not want, something that is very loudly pushing the industry, or at least the AAA industry, in a direction that nobody actually wants it to go? What is wrong with rooting against that? The game was delayed indefinitely in June, but leaks soon after revealed that quite a bit has changed from the closed alpha build, that Marathon is moving in the right direction visually. Yeah, it's moving in the right direction visually, guys. We just, find and replace all the stuff we plagiarized with different textures. Good golly, that'll fix all the problems. Add to the fact that it's got quite a bit of competition in the extraction shooter space, and perhaps too approachable to appeal to fans of the genre. And then add that it reportedly will have to be one of the top 5 best-selling games of 2025 to consider a financial success. And then add that it's probably going to cost $40 at launch, as PlayStation's earlier live service failure Concord did.
Am I in the Twilight Zone? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone here. What kind of bullshit? What kind of bullshit are you trying to spew? This is Olympic level mental gymnastics, guys. They should get a fucking gold medal for that shit. Gold medal for mental gymnastics. Because the arguments you're trying to make to justify this game shouldn't die, after justifying or listing off all the reasons why it should. Clap it up for them. Clap it up. They're sticking the landing, guys. They're sticking the landing. Oh my god. Just murder my brain cells. Just murder my brain cells right now.
Let's unpack that a little bit here. Marathon is too approachable to appeal to fans of the genre. That's an interesting way to say that it is shallow, that it is bland, that it is not doing anything interesting. And it's also not like the extraction shooter genre is a genre where people like their games to be bland, to be uninteresting. The extraction shooter genre, just as at its core, is a bit more hardcore. It's a bit more involved than other genres, and that's okay. But when you dumb it down, you just make it boring. You don't make it more approachable, you make it boring. It's a genre that demands a lot of time from you, because you're supposed to be grinding gear, using that gear to get more gear, and just doing run after run after run. It's a very time-consuming genre of game, and that's okay. That's how it is by design. But when you make the game so boring and so simple and so bland and soulless, nobody is going to want to commit that time to it. That's what people mean when they say there is a fundamental problem with the way this game was built. So that's the first thing.
yeah, like, I guess they're trying to appeal to the casual gamer, but if there's nothing there that's of substance, you're not only gonna lose the casual gamer, you're gonna lose everybody. They're gonna play it for all of, like, 30 minutes, and they'll be like, yeah, I'm good, bye. Maybe you'll get them to come on for a couple hours for a few days. You need to have something there that'll just bring people back, otherwise it's a soulless piece of shit that shouldn't even exist. Currently, it shouldn't exist.
The second thing, it'll have to be one of the top 5 best-selling games of 2025 to be considered a financial success. Yes, because the development costs on this thing are bananas. We don't have the exact numbers yet, but remember, Sony spent over $3.5 billion acquiring this studio. And this is the first game they've put out since then. So Sony forked up $3.5 billion, and they forked up however much money has been spent for however many years to develop a project on top of that, and this is what they have to show for it. And yes, you're right, it is probably going to cost...
I'm not gonna lie, if I were to be perfectly honest, it looks like the Sony Bungie deal is worse than the ABK deal with Xbox. Just saying. The results have been worse, in my opinion. There's not even close. Bungie changed one of the game modes of Destiny 2 to play more like an extraction shooter to prepare players for Marathon. Why couldn't they have just made that a new mode for Destiny, right? All it cost us, the Spider-Man multiplayer. I haven't played the Spider-Man. I don't know if fix a reference for that, Angel. But it just looks like this Sony deal with Sony buying Bungie was probably the worst choice they could have made.
$40 at launch. No one's going to pay that. I think this thing should be at most $20, because I'm old enough to remember when PUBG launched at $30 and people thought that was too high. I'm old enough to remember when Overwatch launched at $60, and that was like an industry-wide like sticking point against it. And then you mentioned Concord, which is the most recent example of the price point for a multiplayer-only shallow-ass experience is not a good idea. You are correct. A lot of things are going against Marathon. You are correct. There's just a pile of things here that nobody wants, and yet you're not going to root against it. Even though if we did root against it, and if Marathon was another Concord-level failure, which I think it will be, that would send a message to the people paying these checks. That would send a message that the consumers don't want what they're selling. That is an objectively good thing for the industry. But you're not going to say that, because you need to stay on Bungie and Sony's good side. Because you're a main.
Spider-Man multiplayer looked really good. There is a multiplayer mod on PC. Oh, nice. Nice. There you go. Get it on PC, play it there. That'll be fun. For those who like the Spider-Man games and wanted the Spider-Man multiplayer game. There you go.
Mainstream game journalist. You're allowed to bash Ubisoft and their NFTs because Ubisoft is in the shitter right now and NFT games are on the way out. You're allowed to say that, but Sony and Bungie are still relevant for now. Sony's gonna stay relevant, Bungie's not going to, but you gotta stay in Sony's good graces because you're a game journalist, so you're going to make all of these excuses for a game that literally every gamer would be okay with failing, and a good chunk of them are openly rooting for it to fail because it represents a severe disconnect between the people making the products and the people expected to buy them. Marathon is the...
That's how it unfortunately is with a lot of big studios, is that they've gotten so big for their britches that they don't remember where they came from. And it's sad, because they are letting go of their player base and the people that got them there for money and for greed. The idea of Spider-Man multiplayer game was that you and your friends could fight crime as different versions of Spider-Man from the multiverse. That's pretty cool. That sounds like they should have done that. That sounds like they should have done that. And, why is it these companies are getting rid of all of the cool things that would have made them money? Can anybody explain that to me? Because I still don't get it.
Definition of corporate slop, and you are completely fine with it. The article continues. It's been 4 months, and now Bungie is opening a closed technical test in October that's limited and invite only for North America and Europe. So it's not dead, which is a good sign. Another thing it has on its side is that it's the first Bungie game in over a decade, and Bungie is a household name because of the popularity of Destiny 2 and those pesky Halo games it made once upon a time. Those...
Huh? Sounds like somebody is ass mad with Xbox. What? Oh my god. This is some weird fucking shit. This is some weird logic. I don't get it. Because the execs want safe and boring. I roll.
Pesky Halo games. I know that's probably written as a joke. It's hard to tell tone sometimes when it's just a text in the article, but it's with the attitude that you've had towards the industry at large and towards the desires of gamers and the consumers at large, attributing Bungie's success to Destiny and then saying, oh yeah, and also those pesky Halo games, you're not doing a great job at fixing the reputation of game journalists. I'll just say that. Then again, things aren't going all that well for Destiny 2.
Yeah, we know that they hate gamers in general. Because the people that are taking over now never were gamers to begin with. And they want microtransactions to see what they can do for that. Corpos have been shit for years because they're chasing trends within gaming that don't last and or have any value. That's why they stripped good features off of games the gamers actually enjoy. Anything interesting or cool requires a manager that is willing to fight the suits for their team. Yeah, it's fucking sad. It's really sad where the gaming industry is going. That's why I really like indie a lot more, indie developers a lot more. And there's so much that's coming on, especially in the horror sphere that's coming out, that's so beyond interesting. There's so much shit to look at. There's so much to play. Whatever you want to do, it's there. And there's so much shit that's fun. Like, I've enjoyed getting to play demos for games that I do reactions to. Some of the demos are really fun. Like, the one I recorded last night that's gonna come out, like, beginning of next, like, the 7th, I think, is when it's coming out. 7th or the 8th. And it's fucking, I'm freaked out by it. It's scary. I love it. Basically, Nintendo's hate mail to all gamers or Pokemon fans who won't eat their slop and demanding good quality basically tell us all, fuck you. Yeah. You're not wrong. And I will admit, I'm... because I like shiny hunting, and because I bought the ZA game because I like Pokemon and I like shiny hunting. So in order for me to continue to do that, and for some of the things that I don't have that I need to get that I can't get because you can't transfer really from... Good luck transferring your shit from the 3DS to the fucking Switch. Good luck. I've got it. And I'm going to be playing it when I go on my trip. Or I'm probably going to be playing it a little bit before that. At least I will admit that I've caved to that shit. I'm not proud of it. But it is what it is. I'm not going to lie to you guys about it. There's no reason for me to. Transparency is key.
Right now, for the first time in history, the player count on Steam has dropped to less than 3,000. Are you kidding me? Indicating that people are interested in what Bungie has to offer post PlayStation acquisition. Is it really less than 3,000? Is it that bad? Hang on, Steam charts, Destiny 2. I had no idea it was that bad. Destiny 2. Wait a minute. It's 13,000. Playing 15 minutes ago. 20,000, 24-hour peak. Average player 16,000. When did it drop below 3,000? Are you talking about these periods where the servers are down because you don't know that Steam servers go down like once a week for like an hour for maintenance? Is that what you're talking about? I'm looking at the full Steam chart here. When did it drop below 3,000? Like other than for reasons of server maintenance. I'm looking at the full month chart here. The only time it drops below 3,000.
Getting absolutely blasted. Getting absolutely blasted for wrong information. God damn.
Is immediately after server maintenance. Like, it's like these numbers aren't great, they're not amazing, but they're nowhere near that low. What are you on about right now? And I'm not trying to defend Destiny 2, I can't stand Destiny 2, but like, this literally didn't happen. That literally did not happen. And of course you don't source it, of course you don't have a screenshot, because it didn't happen. The article regrettably continues. Says Marathon is quite a different beast from Destiny 2. It's a different genre, it's part of a series, it's fallen out of the conversation, which is understandable, considering the last game was published in the late 1990s. Yes, so naturally, let's take this franchise from the 90s and turn it into an extraction shooter. Bungie, what a great idea that was, Bungie. What a fantastic thing that everybody wanted you to do, Bungie. We're living in the era of remakes and reboots and remasters, and people are desperate for a new Bungie game, a new single-player Bungie game. And you say, yeah, no, totally. It's a great time for us to take one of our legacy franchises and turn it into an extraction shooter. Phenomenal brains running that company. Good lord. When you think about Marathon as a continuation of the legacy, the fact that it's unlikely to do well today is actually quite sad. It's not a continuation of legacy, actually, because if you googled the original Marathon for 5 seconds, you would see it is nothing like this. This is not a continuation of the legacy any way more than Bomberman Act Zero was a continuation of Bomberman's legacy. It has the name, it has the franchise, it has the logo, but it is not representative of what the franchise is about. Even if it turns out to be a fun game, public...
Yeah, that's unfortunately how things are. It's not like the old horror movie genre, where you can stick the name of a franchise onto another movie that isn't actually that movie, and it actually be good and make money. You can't get away with that nearly as much. Like, there are a lot of movies that are good that got a name on that slapped on them that it really shouldn't have had slapped on it. Halloween 3 is an example of that. That's not a Halloween movie. It's a good... If you take the Halloween name off of it, it's a pretty decent movie. Prom Night 2. It's not a prom night movie. It has nothing to do with the first movie. It was another movie that they slapped that on because it was name recognition. It was still a good movie. Still a decent movie. You can't get away with that so much with gaming anymore, because gamers are a lot more militant than horror movie enjoyers are. And plus, it was in the 80s, so a lot of shit got kind of swept under the rug. John Carpenter wanted Halloween to be an anthology series. Yep. But this is just really bad. I'm gonna go to the next video, because this is fucking stupid. Anyways, Ghost of Yotei kept getting confused with its tagline live die repeat, and people thought it was tagline was the movie name. Yeah, pretty much. This is Vera Dark. I haven't covered her on the stream before, but I follow her because she has some takes that I agree with. A lot of them I don't. Ghost of Yotei backlash blamed on sexist Gamergaters in pathetic damage control attempt, which is really fucking... I'm really tired of hearing that. I'm really tired of hearing Gamergate being an excuse for anything. I'm so tired of it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired as fuck. I'm tired.
There are so many people working within the video game industry that actually hate gamers' guts, and over the past decade, we have heard non-stop about Gamergate. Whenever something goes wrong for the largest titles in the industry, like The Last of Us Part 2 and Concord and even Ghost of Yotei, they blame it on sexism, racism, bigotry, and the Gamergaters. And that exact thing is...
Yeah. I mean, there could be it could be a little bit of the amount of sexism and racism, but, that's not the main reason for it. It's not the main reason for it. I know a bunch of people that didn't buy Ghost of Yotei because they didn't like what the lead voice actress does and it supports. They didn't like what one of the devs said. Like, stop going back to a buzzword to obfuscate bad business practices and bad behavior.
Is happening yet again. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, it's not shocking to see the Access media trying their best to defend something like Ghost of Yotei because it does support and ultimately promote the narratives that they are trying to push. The people behind this project are individuals that they personally agree with, and that is exactly why Laura Kate Dale here wrote this piece. Now, if you don't know who this individual is, oof, they are...
Oh god. I've got no comments. There's so many comments that I can make for this, but, no comment. No comment. You guys can make whatever comments within reason in the chat that you want to, yeah.
are a video game journalist, author, and activist. She is known for writing about the transgender and autism communities in relation to video games and for her video game industry leaks. Many of her topics tackle accessibility for disabled players and LGBTQ+ representation. So this is somebody who has a personal stake in the video game industry's continuation of DEI practices. This is somebody who completely agrees that the video game industry has long been filled to the brim with white, cis, evil men, and that things need to change. The image of the video game industry that normies see needs to be altered, and we need to change this space for what they deem is the better. But of course, in my opinion, I think that they just want to continue making money off of the video game industry because they're grifters and they don't actually care about good.
They don't. A lot of them don't. That's been a systematic pattern. While I understand what the reasoning behind DEI was, and I understand what the goal of it was, I think it ultimately caused more problems. And I also, as somebody who's a part of the LGBTQ, because I'm a bisexual woman, this stuff just, like, makes me sick to my stomach. Like, I get it. You want to have representation in games for certain games, but don't try to force that upon the greater public. Don't do that. Don't force it on the greater public. It's not cool. Like, I agree with the fact that as a woman, I want to play attractive women. I don't mind if there's an ugly chick at a game, if the game has a good storyline and the character is good, is written well. I don't care. If the game's written well and the character is written well, I don't give a fuck if she's ugly. If she's uggers beguggers. But I also don't mind and enjoy playing as hot women. I'm totally fine with that. No, it's not still a thing. They just keep bringing it back. They keep bringing it back because it's the easiest way to deflect. That's all it is, Grizzly. And I think it's rude to take that ability away from gamers. It's really rude to me. Like, let us do what we want to do. Just because a small minority of people, small group of people, don't like what the majority of gamers do, which is the majority of your player base and your consumer base, you shouldn't be taking away the ability to have especially in RPG games. You should let them have the ability to make a chick, a scantily clad fighter with big honkin' bazungas. Like, let them do it. What is the harm? What is the harm in that? There's none. There really is no harm. If anything, what I think people should be doing is, like, keep the community thought process of this isn't necessarily what we expect women to look like or expect women to be, but it's okay to have these women in games because it's fantasy. Why is it that... Okay, let me put it this way. Why is it that women can have they're smutty books that involve fucking and milking minotaurs and dragons and werewolves and all the like. But there's a problem when a guy wants to have a woman that's got big bazungas, a big booty, and just wants to cook him dinner. Like, what? Tell me what the problem with that is, because I don't get it.
Content and escapism. They simply want narratives they believe in push in our entertainment, and this individual, like the people behind Ghost of Yotei, are simply cultural Marxists. So it says, Ghost of Gamergate, a new video game sparked fury and accusations of wokeness in entertainment, but we've played this game before, and it's boring. If it's so boring, and you don't want to give people you deem as evil attention, why are you writing this article? That's right, because you only care about making money. You're not trying to see our side of the argument. You're not trying to hear us out. No, you just want to sit in your echo chamber and say, I of course am correct, and you all are wrong. So it says, back in the summer of 2020, during the first year of the lockdowns, 2 first-party PlayStation games were released back-to-back, just a month apart. Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us Part 2. Yeah, Tsushima was an absolutely phenomenal game, one of the best games to release in a very long time, and The Last of Us Part 2 was a disaster. It made a mockery of The Last of Us 1. They disrespected fans. They didn't actually care about creating high-quality entertainment, and I will die on that hill. But of course, they say upon...
I'm gonna agree with you there. I did play Ghost of Yotei when it came out. I didn't finish it. I didn't finish it because I don't play the PlayStation very much anymore. I kind of stopped giving a shit about the PlayStation after Arkham City came out. But Ghost of Tsushima, from what I played, was very good, and I enjoyed it. I would have 100%ed it if I cared about the PlayStation more, and I wasn't so enthralled with all the games that I play on my PC, because I'm primarily a PC gamer now. The only other thing that I play any games on is the Switch. And I don't do that nearly as much as I do my PC. That just is what it is. I shiny up from time to time. I'll play the new Pokemon games when they come out, but I don't play with it much. And I'll also say that I didn't play Last of Us 2. I didn't finish Last of Us 1 either, because there was other shit that I found that I wasn't more interested in. This is just how it is, guys. Like, I think Last of Us 2 was emblematic of all the things that the industry is now, at least in the mainstream sense, where it basically tells you it hates you. As if you're a gamer and you're a longtime gamer, they hate you. And that pisses me off to no end, not gonna lie. I'm really pissed at Naughty Dog for how they've gone. I used to love Naughty Dog for everything that they did. Spyro, fucking Crash Bandicoot, I love the Uncharted series, but this is just ass.
Upon release, Ghost of Tsushima was pretty beloved by a specific right-wing culture war gamer crowd who placed it on a pedestal specifically as a way to directly attack The Last of Us Part 2. It is a better game, plain and simple, but of course now if you like that game, oh, you're just a right-wing chud. While The Last of Us Part 2 is far from perfect...
That is fucking stupid. That is the dumbest argument I've ever heard. What the fuck? That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Why are these arguments, like, why do they always boil down to you're a chud bud or you're a right-winger? Because I'm not a right-winger. I'm like center-left, dude. Center-left. With some conservative values. What is this bullshit?
And they even go on to admit that Neil Cuckman took inspiration from real-world politics, specifically the Israel-Palestine conflict. The game's sin on release for many on the political right was that it took a series whose lead was previously a man and continued its story with one lead who was a lesbian and another whose appearance was deemed too masculine for these players to be attracted to her. It's not about being attracted to a character, it's about having a character who is well-written, who makes sense to the story, and yes, I think that it is pretty ridiculous they killed off the one male lead in order to make way for girl bosses. I liked Ellie, don't get me.
I'm not gonna fight her there. I think that was a very stupid thing to do. I think that was very fucking dumb for them to kill one of the most beloved characters that they had in the series off because they wanted to completely shit on their entire fan base, their entire consumer base. Because that's what it felt like. Even as somebody who didn't finish part 1 and didn't play part 2, at least I knew enough to know, oh, this is bullshit. This is ass. This is gonna go very badly, and who the fuck thought that was a good idea?
Get me wrong, I think that it would have been perfectly fine to keep her as a lead, but I think that it would have been smarter if they split their stories and Joel was doing one thing, she was doing another. But even so, you could have killed off Joel in a very respectful way. And I don't mean that, oh, the actual storyline had to be respectful, because sometimes bad things do happen to good characters in games, but it just felt like a slap in the face to say, you know what, this is your favorite character, and we are going to kill him off as soon as possible. We're not going to give you more time with him. We're going to market the game extremely heavily with him and make you believe that he's in it for the majority of the experience. And yeah, people took that personally. And when you decide...
Yeah, that was really fucking stupid. I don't think we're gonna get to Dez's video, but we're gonna get through this at least. I think that it is really, really scummy. And Hollywood does this too. It's really scummy for you to to market your game as having a character in it, mostly, like, in this case, having Joel be a big marketing it as being Joel having a big factor in this game, and then immediately fucking killing him off, and basically lying to your fan base. Doing a fucking bait and switch. That's fucking stupid. That's fucking dumb. That is so beyond wrong, and I hate it. Never have, never will care about politics. I just make fun of everyone. That's why my wife purchased MAGA hats for me as a gag gift. It's why I do the Trump impression and the Joe Biden impression. Yeah, like, I don't fucking care either. I just make fun of them when they make really stupid arguments, because that's fucking hilarious, and you should, like, make fun of people who do stupid shit on the internet and do abhorrent shit on the internet. Just make fun of them. Period.
To replace them with 2 girl bosses, right? That is going to be an issue for a lot of people. It says frequently allegations this character must be trans were used to...
And hold on. There's nothing wrong with a girl boss that's written well. I think they should have handled Joel's death much better. At least keep him around for half of the game and then kill him off. I forgot that they falsely advertised Joel's involvement. Yeah, it's fucked up. It's very fucked. I honestly will say that, like, I don't care if there's a girl boss in some games. Lara Croft, girl boss. But she was fun. It wasn't like she was rubbing shit in your face. Some sort of, like, virtue signaling in your face. There's nothing wrong with having a girl boss if it's done right. But of course, industry doesn't know how to do that anymore. Last of Us Part 2 is not just that. But you get 4 hours of playing Joel's killer right after she kills him. Then at the end of the game, Tommy's is a cripple. The new guy you like dies. It's a lot of man hating is from what it sounds like to me. Time to spin wheel, Hellfire. Is it? Is it time? Oh, fuck me. Okay, thank you, Octane. We are spinning the fucking wheel. Oh god. Alright. Okay, let me get it up then. Let me get the wheel up. And we will spin it. It's time, guys. It's time. It's time to fucking end me. It's time to freaking die. It's time to freaking end me. Because we gotta spin this tonight. Alright, guys. You see what's on the screen. You see what the options are. None of them are really good. All of them are different degrees of I'm going to die. Dustborn, DA Veilguard, Dragon Age Veilguard, Gollum, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Borderlands, Kong Skull Island, Quiet Man, Dark, Rogue Warrior, Big Rigs, OTR. I don't want to play that. Last of Us 2, and I don't remember what SWO was. Does anybody remember what that was? I don't remember. I'll have to ask, I think it was Blast. But let's find out what we get. What am I playing? I hate myself. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt so bad right now. That's gonna hurt. Okay. Ow. Star Wars Outlaws. There you go. That's what it was. Star Wars Outlaws. Thank you, Quiet Try. But it looks like... No, it's not. I have to get all the achievements for it. But it looks like we're getting Assassin's Creed Shadows. And I have to start streaming this as soon as I get home. I was kind of hoping for Borderlands, but that's what it looks like. I'm gonna go find, let me see if CD Keys has a better, fucking god, I can find like a better fucking, oh god, I need to find a better, like, cheaper, I need to find a cheaper, like, key for this, because I'm not paying $70 for that bullshit. But I will get it, and we will start playing it. We will start playing it as soon as I return from my honeymoon. Let me update this to put the next goal on here. Okay, so we're at 1500 now. Harmon book 2.0. We did it, guys. We got to it. We got to the goal. Thank you, Octane. I appreciate you. Oh, God. Now we know what the last goal is. Let's hope I never get to it. Maybe look into historical Yasuke while you're vacation in Japan. Runs horribly, story is cringe, but I would probably rather play that than Assassin's Creed. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd probably rather play that than Assassin's Creed. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alrighty. Let's finish this up and then I'm gonna get out of here because I gotta get ready.
Suggest her appearance discredited her right to womanhood. She doesn't have a right to womanhood, she's a fictional character. Tsushima's tale of a male samurai's solitary quest for revenge was heralded as the epitome of what game could be. Fast forward to October 2025 and we see the release of its sequel, Yote, set 300 years after Tsushima. Yote follows the story of Atsu, and then they talk about how even though at its core it's similar to Tsushima, and it offers more combat tools for players but largely a mechanically similar adventure, with what I argue is more of a personally engaging main character, of course, people don't like it. YouTube creators decried how woke politics ruined the game, while others took to X to decry its progressive agenda. They talk about Mark Kern and how he's discussed the situation and how evil he is and how basically evil anybody not shutting.
Yeah, also, hi, Radar. Yeah, I understand, Octane. You keep the Harmon book. I ain't gonna be responsible for that. We're gonna get to the Harmon book fast. Please don't. Please don't. Please no. Please no. Please don't. I beg of you, don't. Don't make me. Don't make me do this. And that would include his new book that he's editing right now. That could be on the wheel spin for that. Or you could just say that you want me to read that one. It could either be I wheel spin for it with all the other ones that I haven't read, or I read the newest one when that comes out. As soon as it comes out. Which I'm sure you guys will either way get a laugh out of because you fucking hate me and you want me to lose my mind.
Setting up and consuming products is evil, which I think is so rich coming from someone like this because these are the types of people who will boycott something like Hogwarts Legacy because they personally.
Yes, Grums is an absolute moron. Grums is a moron. What's his name? The guy who was again with the DEI. The DEI identified the Sweet Baby Inc. identified games, like Cabrutus. They're both stupid. They're both fucking dumb. And they are terrible, terrible examples for what this movement should be. It's bad. It's bad. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. I need to back up a little bit because I forgot where she's at.
Aggressive agenda. They talk about Mark Kern and how he's discussed the situation and how evil he is and how basically evil anybody not shutting up and consuming products is evil, which I think is so rich coming from someone like this because these are the types of people who will boycott something like Hogwarts Legacy because they personally do not agree with decisions that were made, and that's fine. I would never tell somebody to buy a game if they feel
Yeah, no, I'm with her on this. If you don't want to buy Hogwarts Legacy because you don't like J.K. Rowling, fine, cool. Don't yuck everybody else's yums. Especially since she wasn't even directly involved in that game, and from what I understand, there is a trans character that is in the game, that is very well put, that isn't in your face, that is, like, it's fine. Nobody's gonna have a problem with that. At 5K, you gotta play Dustborn and Golem to completion back-to-back. No, don't give me ideas, Des. Don't fuck it. I'll spin the wheel again if I get to 4. If I get to 4, I'll spin the wheel again. Let's do that. Okay, let's do that. Wheel of Pain. Complete game. Bad game on stream. There. I'm just put Wheel of Pain. I should fix that. That's not gonna work. Wheel of Pain. This is when I put Wheel of Pain 2.0. There. Okay. There you go. Put that on there. I got Hogwarts Legacy on Steam sale and I'm enjoying it. I haven't played it yet, but I do have it. I really do want to play it though. But yeah, I would never tell somebody that they shouldn't play a game because I don't want to play it for whatever reason. If y'all want to play Ghost of Yote, go for it. I'm not going to tell you not what to do. You're grown-ass adults. It's your fucking money. But I'm not going to do it. Right now. I say 5,000 on spinning the wheel again. You want me to do 5? I'm going to do 4. I'm gonna do 4 to be nice. Because it's not as bad. I would take playing a bad game over reading a hard book any day. So I'm fine with that. But yeah, I think it's very, very childish. It's very childish to go after people who play a game that has absolutely nothing to do with the person that you dislike. No. No. No, Des, no.
Passionately enough about boycotting it, you are 100% allowed to do that. But when it's on the other side, no, you're just a sexist, racist, bigot, toxic, incel, loser, chud if you don't buy their game, which is the problem. If you are allowed to boycott games, we are allowed to boycott games. And I know that there are a lot of people out there who are enjoying Yote, and I'm really glad. I hope that you play it. I hope you get your money's worth. I absolutely hope you love it. But other people didn't want to support it, and there was a pile of problems with Yote. First of all, they did replace Jin Sakai with Atsu. If they wanted a female lead, they could have just continued the Tsushima story and had Yuna be the lead, and then have Jin Sakai showing up occasionally, having him be integral to the story and what's going on. That could have been really, really cool. Maybe he's off protecting one section of the island while she's protecting another. You have a dual story, and then they come together at the end, and maybe like the final 2 or 3 chapters, and then they defeat the baddies. That could have been really, really cool. But you decided to fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with her here. I'm gonna agree with Very here. I think that her take is very, very, like, nuanced. And I like that she isn't just going after people who like the game. But she is pointing out the hypocrisy that there is coming from this ilk. That is saying, I have a problem with you boycotting our games because you're a fucking chud. If you boycott this game, consume new product, consumer. Instead of, but like getting pissy that other people will buy other games because political reasons. Like, what? What? That's so wrong on so many levels. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all. But I think we've basically gotten what we really need to get out of this. I'm going to quickly breeze through
Salutations and greetings, everyone. It is
through Dez's video because we've got like 10 minutes, and then we'll get out of here.
I Desire, once again here to cover our least favorite Nintendo fanboys, Mini-Me, Nukem Nintendo, or Nintendo Nukem, as he gets into a ton of trouble with TOS from his spamming of the F-slur. And once again, if he uses said F-slur, you will hear this sound. But any hoosers, let's get into that beautiful Salt content!
The Switch 2 has probably created...
I don't mean to interrupt everyone, but it sounds like this man is playing with his keys or in the washing room. What is going on? Why are you playing with your keys? I know you're on your phone.
Guys, I can tell you right now, Dez is the most ADHD motherfucker when it comes to watching these. I was literally trying to tard rig him the entire time that we were directing to Harmon's video. Because it was really, really hard to get through any sort of like thought that Artman had. And he was pausing like every like 15 seconds into the video. Instead of letting Harmon get out his entire stupid fucking thought. I'm calling you out, Dez. You know I'm right.
Phone? But isn't there a better location you could have fucking recorded? Like, come on, man.
The biggest Nintendo-hating generation of all time.
Based? Well, that's because Nintendo is overstepping quite a lot as of late. They raised the price of their original Switch. They have
Not
made
wrong.
it where you have to pay extra for online to have access to
wrong.
Nintendo's old IPs, and you can't just flat out buy them. They put a
Not
button
wrong.
on a controller locked behind a paywall. They made
Not wrong.
Mario Kart World $80 when it's worse than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I'm telling you, I can go on. They deserve everything they are getting, and you have to be delusional
Facts. Based.
to think otherwise.
I've never seen so many fucking losers goofball and there make so many stupid-ass videos crying about...
If you have to see that word all the time, then you're wrong on every level. It tells me the level of credibility that you have. I'm not meeting up with Harmon. There's no fucking way. There's no way in hell I will meet up with that guy ever. No. 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 Is the Hogwarts Legacy versus Ghost of Yotai boycotting for different reasons and game journals whining about it? Yes, that's basically what it was. It's basically what it is. It's whining, complaining, and being a hypocrite.
About Nintendo.
Is your idiot brain getting fucked by stupid?
Hey man, I'm just gonna state this. If there's a lot of people that are saying the exact same things, then maybe, I don't know, there's a problem with what is going on. You can be delusional and a fanboy all you want, but you should still be able to see the problems that is with Nintendo right now. Hell, they're overstepping a fuck ton in the courtroom with Power World. How the fuck are you this dumb?
I've said it before and I say it again. It's literally the horse argument. If somebody calls you a horse once, you can argue you're not a horse. If somebody calls you a horse twice, you could probably still get away with not being a horse. But if 3 people call you a horse, you probably should put the fucking saddle on. You're a horse.
They had to change their patents in the middle of the lawsuit. You cannot be this illogical. Also, didn't I tell you last video, maybe you should stop using the F-slur because it's getting you a lot of TOS violations? I'm just saying, bro.
Now, during the Wii U era, it was based...
I've only used it once in the last, like, 5 years. On camera. sometimes I'll say to myself, I'm not gonna lie, I will use the F slur on my own time when I'm really, really pissed at somebody. But it's very, very, like, it's so speed up I have trouble following. Yeah, I know, Octane. I'm just trying to get through it really fast. It's basically hard. This person is just fucking stupid. And they're bitching and complaining because people are calling out Nintendo. That's all you really need to know. That's all you really need to know. But like, yeah, don't use that word. Like, I can use it. It's my word. I'm a bisexual woman. I technically am one. So I can use it, but like, doesn't mean you should.
Basically just, haha, Wii U sucks, it ain't selling well. We're gonna see Mario and Zelda go to PlayStation consoles and Xbox and all this shit, right?
It's cold. And that's black off. I probably ate too.
I don't know how in the name of Sam Hell you are this fucking dumb. People were fucking with you. The Wii U did suck though, but they weren't being serious, saying that a game IP was going to their console. You can't be this fucking dumb, bro. You just can't. Is this why?
He is that fucking dumb.
You spammed the F slur all because people were fucking with you during the Wii U, and you got all butthurt over it?
A lot of these fucking losers, they were pretty quiet about it, and then of course they came up with this stupid narrative.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Again, there is no stupid fucking narrative. Nintendo went from being more family friendly and consumer friendly during the Wii and Switch, the original Switch I should say, to being pro corporation, fuck you over, give me money, and being greedy in the Switch 2. How the fuck can't you see that? Hell, they started to do that during the original Switch when they asked.
It's because they hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. It doesn't exist, Dev. That's why. That's why. La 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 la. They stick their fingers in the air and go la 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 when all of the facts get put in their face.
$100 for fucking cardboard. I've shown this last video covering you, so I'm not gonna show it again. I'm tired of showing the same thing every time. They charged you $100 for cardboard, and you think it's okay. You fanboys are just fucking mind-boggling with how retarded you are.
This like damage control.
Oh, that's rich. Go on.
This coping narrative that, well, Nintendo is not competing with PlayStation or Xbox.
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Who the fuck cares? Why are you throwing such a bitch fit about people saying that they aren't? They obviously are, but who cares? Are you in a big suit at Nintendo? No? Then it doesn't fucking affect you, so why do you care so much to call them names?
Because they want to guzzle. They want to guzzle the dick. They want to fondle the balls and guzzle the dick of Nintendo. That's what they want to do. That's all they want to do.
The fuck, man? I don't understand why you throw such bitch fits over stuff that is not that big of a deal. This is nothing. This is definitely a nothing burger, and you're throwing a fit over it. Oh, God. I think the worst part is I have to listen to your lunacy, and I have to try to pinpoint it because of how fucking much background noise you have.
Nintendo's doing their own thing, all right? They're not, you can't, you know...
Today, Junior!
Make fun of us PlayStation boys because Nintendo is beating PlayStation.
If you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you're not retarded at all?
Yes, they fucking can if you're acting like a loon like you are now. What are you talking about? If you
act like an idiot, play stupid games, you're gonna win stupid prizes, we're gonna call you out. And you're definitely acting like an idiot. You're definitely gonna get called out. And I'm gonna be calling you out myself because I have a video for you of yours that I'm gonna talk to tomorrow, next stream. Because I fucking can, and because you deserve it. You slimy piece of shit.
insane, anybody can make fun of you. Why do you think I make fun of everyone? Because every single console fanboy is hilarious. You're fucking all dumb. Don't believe me? I make fun of Boomstick. I've made fun of Harmon, your fucking overlord. I've made fun of Player Essence. I have made fun of Karen or Reforge, 399 Sleepmeds or X-Vault. I've made fun of the Sony Eeyore himself, MBG. I've made fun of Methcast guy or Dreamcast guy. I don't give a rat's ass who you are. If you say something that's completely outlandish, or you make an outlandish statement, or you disrespect your fucking fans, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rip your ass apart. Because you're fucking delusional and insane.
You can't do that. You can't talk shit. You can't laugh at us or anything because, well, you know, technically it doesn't count because it's a hybrid. You know, it's a hybrid console. It's not a traditional home console.
In order to be born, you needed 2 parents, 4 grandparents, 8 great-grandparents.
Yeah.
6 great-grandparents.
Yeah.
Of hope for the future.
Yeah.
What in the name of Sam Hell type of logic is that? You can't make fun of us because, well, we're not a god show. We're a handheld god show. That is the dumbest fucking shit I have ever heard in my life. Oh my god,
what?
Dude. Please tell me, for the love of God, you get to your fucking point and make something that's somewhat logical, because Jesus, this is not it.
That was their fucking stupid argument. Still their stupid argument, and they're always going to use that talking point anytime you want to troll them and make fun of their asses.
Oh my god, I think I gained a chromosome hearing all that.
Wait, so when they make fun of you, it's not okay, but when you make fun of them, it's okay? Really? Rules for you, but not for me? Why is every fucking fanboy this way? We had Harmon Smith being this way, we have fucking Reforge being this way.
I think the actual question here, Des, is why are we surprised? None of us should be surprised about this. And I'm gonna call it now, guys. I have to get off the PC, I have to get hubby up, I have to get ready to go. And we gotta drive in terrible traffic to get to the theater. Thank you guys for coming by. I appreciate you so much. And thank you to Octane and Des and Zombie for helping me get through the first goal that we had there for 1500. Now we're going to play Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I'm not looking forward to it. I'm going to try and finish Little Nightmares before I leave, so that when I get back, and my first stream back, which will probably be the 6th, maybe, if I'm feeling up to it, then that's what we're gonna start. We're gonna start it then, and we have the 100% Assassin's Creed Shadows on stream. I'm gonna be using guides, cause fuck that shit. I want to get it done as soon as possible. Just letting you know, yeah. Also, hi, thanks. Hi, that PlayStation Gamer, thanks for coming by. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning to finish up all of these videos. Until next time, peace.